As Kentucky NSF EPSCoR research continues to push the boundaries of advanced manufacturing, it is essential that humans and machines speak the same language. Through software algorithms and machine learning, as well as powerful augmented and virtual reality scenarios, the engineering labs at Morehead State University are working to test, train, and enrich the manufacturing workforce. Led by Drs. Karush, Janab, and Jorge Ortega Moody, the Morehead State team is working on 2 projects for Kentucky's Advanced Manufacturing Partnership for Enhanced Robotics and Structures. The first is developing algorithms for predictive maintenance, making software that controls the robotics smarter and more flexible in tough conditions. The second is employing augmented and virtual reality for physical and virtual test beds, used for training the advanced manufacturing workforce. In the end, giving manufacturers smarter, safer, and more cost-effective environments.
We have a lack of knowledge in manufacturing skills, especially in the areas of automation, robotics, design. So we were thinking to create different scenarios using virtual reality and augmented reality, to create this kind of environment in order to train our students, but also to train people that are working in industry. The main focus of this, of using VR and AR, is first of all safety. A lot of jobs, for example, welding and automation also, or driving, like forklift driving, have a lot of safety issues that we can reduce those issues. The second one, it's about budget. In the robotic lab, we have 5 robots only. But in my classes, I have 25 students. That was a really good justification, to use VR and AR. With this kind of laboratories, we can teach as much as we can. Another thing is the maintenance of the equipment. In engineering, in this department, the equipment is industrial and it's expensive. So using VR and AR, we have all the equipment in software, so we don't have to do maintenance. When you are creating a virtual reality scenario, it's a video game. It's like create a movie. So they need to learn how to use mechanical design in order to create the holograms, the models, right? The 3D models. Then they learn electrical stuff because we connect external hardware to the VR system. And of course, the core of everything, it's programming. And so I think this kind of project, it's a complete project. Every student hold a project like a baby, from the beginning to the end. And with the pass of the time, we were training and doing.
Dr. Janab and Ortega Moody's lab consists of 10 postdoctoral, graduate, and undergraduate students from diverse backgrounds, each with their own project and skill sets that benefit the common goals.
We have international students, we have local students, that they are also very capable and interested to do the projects in VR, AR, virtual reality. We have 1 postdoc, which is coordinating, every activities with 2 undergraduate students, 2 graduate students. And also on the side, there are a couple of more students, they would like, participate in our projects. They are so eager to learn new stuff, the technology that's open a new venue for them, for their, their career aspirations. That's NSF EPSCoR provided with this grant to them.
Broadening participation and enhancing diversity, a goal of Kentucky NSF EPSCoR, benefits research and student development, something Dr. Moody sees on a daily basis.
Something that helps us a lot is the diversity that we have. We have females, males, different nationalities in our students. It's not the same to see the same problem from one angle. Different students came from different universities in different parts of the world, and also from different language. So when we have a team, multidisciplinary team and multicultural team, it makes the difference.
My name is Victoria Russ. I'm an undergraduate research student. I'm currently working on a excavator operation license virtual reality scenario that will help excavator operators get their licenses. For manufacturing, I think this would be a really great step in the right direction because 1, it reduces the amount of strain and stress they put on their actual excavators, and then also it enters them into a digital age where currently everything is becoming autonomous and they'll be able to understand more of what they're seeing in the future?
My name is Levi Howell. I'm a undergraduate research fellow, and I work here in the lab. I do a lot of design here, like the 3D printing of parts that are needed. Have been working on the scent generator, a project in which we've added smells to virtual reality. There was a portable unit that could be used in the food industry to help taste testers, and that would be combined with virtual reality in order for them to be able to not only have a portable unit to decrease startup costs, but also to be able to control the visual environment, which affects the perceptions of taste.
My name is Andres Salinas Hernandez. I'm here getting my master's degree in engineering and technology management. I work here as a graduate assistant. My project currently is involved creating virtual reality and augmented reality scenarios for automation training. One of the things that this project is focused on is on reducing costs. See, automation turns to be this very sometimes expensive process in which a lot of universities don't have a lot of access to. And so by having these environments, what we're doing is to help them get the same experience even beforehand they go to a certain company. The way that this project develops is by just putting a lot of effort, a lot of oversleep, a lot of, going the extra mile in terms not only of work, but also in creativity. With this projects and these grants and these universities, not only in Kentucky, but to have collaborations between other universities in other states and other cities, and hopefully undergraduate and graduate students and also even researchers get to look at manufacturing and the work that is being done in virtual and augmented reality.
My name is Alejandra Figueroa Lopez. I'm studying my master's degree in engineering and technology management, and my research project is artificial intelligence quality for CNC using vision systems. Nowadays, vision systems is used because they're like a great tool that compared to human eye, and because of their speed also, they can analyze in a production line. This is a great opportunity to actually have a vision system installed here. You can learn more while you're doing your studies or research.
My name is Dara Singh. I am the postdoc here. In this lab, I am learning more about coding, object-oriented coding, which is done here and in video game and more computer science stuff. I'm a string between Dr. Moody and students. Well, basically, we are working on developing software to train people, and I think this is one of the most important things that Kentucky needs.
My name is Drake Pierce. I'm from Pendleton County, and I've been working on what I like to call the farming simulator. We'll actually have a tractor and a plow, and you will go in through augmented reality with an Oculus headset, and then you'll be able to actually drive the tractor around, actually harvest the crops, lower and raise the plow, and basically train a new employee. That way they didn't actually have to go out into the field on a real piece of equipment. One thing that I have really thought about is the cost cuts. You're not going to have the overhead utilities costs for taking employees out into the field. You're not going to have your supervisor costs. You're not going to have your equipment costs, your fuel costs. As technology advances and we get better and better at creating a more realistic program, there really won't be much difference.
My name is Ritesh Chakratar. I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in engineering and technology management. Basically, my hometown is in Nepal. This research has bring new journey, a new chapter. Basically, the research started for training the welders. So before directly go to the physical wall, in this scenario, you will also get a lot of knowledge regarding the welding. I know the virtual scenario doesn't work as a physical, but it gives you a basic knowledge and all the information. So this research has already came so far, and I have been able to do the welding in virtual scenario. So right now I'm enjoying a lot. I'm very excited, and every day I'm learning a different coding.
These student projects would not be possible without strong mentor relationships formed with Dr. Moody and Dr. Janab along the way.
Yeah, they're really close to us. They're really involving here at the lab. So whenever we have any questions, they're all the time willing to help.
They've pushed me towards more industrial thinking with my designs and modularity. With Dr. Moody, he's helped teach me more about Unity and coding.
They have helped me during my master's by demanding myself a lot more than what I was used to. Coming from a different country and coming from a different educational system.
And he just kind of took me under his wing. You know, he showed me around the lab and kind of what they were doing. They've both been absolutely incredible individuals to work with.
What's also incredible is that despite COVID-19 setbacks in 2020, the MSU team is finding ways to use VR to continue education and research safely, both now and in the future.
Part of this grant is not only VR and AR, it's training. It's to train the workforce, the future workforce, especially in this area. We know that, especially with this pandemic, that not everyone can go to the training centers. What we did is the implementation of 360 cameras. We can have face-to-face students, but also we can have remote students taking the classes. They can be actually in the class virtually, right? And they can see the comments from the other student, they can see the professor can solve direct questions to them. That's one application. The other application is we are not going to have in the future any limitation about faculty. For example, if I'm teaching one class and I have one specific topic, and I have a colleague in Europe, for example, that he's an expert, he can teach the class remotely. Next semester, I'll be teaching hybrid classes. I won't be here physically, but thanks to the VR development from NSF grant, now it's possible to teach classes, engineering classes, online.
As the MSU team pushes forward in research and education, they are grateful for the experiences provided by Kentucky NSF EPSCoR and hopeful that their research will make a difference in Kentucky and beyond.
I would like to personally thank Kentucky NSF EPSCoR for the opportunity to be able to work with all this equipment that I've never ever worked with before.
Kentucky NSF EPSCoR gave me the opportunity to get experience with what they are doing here. I learned how to code in a different way. It also gave me an opportunity to be a postdoc and train myself in handling a lab and dealing with students.
As a faculty of engineering and technology management that's working with NSF EPSCoR, I would like to thank everybody's involved in these organizations and helping us to promote our research and promote our teaching, specifically workforces for local and regional industries. Also give us the opportunity as a junior faculty joining Morehead State University to build up the career aspirations toward tenure and full professorship in futures. I would like to keep working hard to meet the requirements by NSF EPSCoR and maybe looking forward for renewation and continuation of the work with the groups in Louisville, UK, Western Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, and colleges that's collaborating with us.
When you see the project that we are building, the scenarios, the virtual reality that we are creating, one of the main, I think is in the automation area, and that's because that's the need that we have here. We have some collaboration about consulting with local industry, but we all the time tell them, but we're going to have ready for next year the VR environment, so they're excited, but again, we are not in that point to do it, but what I can tell you is that yes, they have the need now to train people in automation, especially because the companies that are small, they want to do automation in order to produce more, and the people that have already automation, they want more automation. So it's a field that constantly is going to be growing.
Without their grant, this project would not be possible. I've been able to pay my tuition fee, so I don't have to ask my family members. Being from such a developing countries from Nepal and able to work in the high technology, which I have never been experienced before, so I really like to thank Kentucky NSF EPSCoR.